It's not difficult to tell who's more excited about today's outing to the comic book shop. El Serrano is attempting to pass on his passion of animation to his youngest son. And while you may not recognise this man's face, you will certainly recognise the childhood cartoon shows he's helped create.
For me, the favorite show I'd worked on is Yogi Bear. Sometimes he goes like, hey, Boo-Boo, how are you doing, Boo-Boo? And then he's like, hey, Yogi. So I loved doing those kind of characters.
Al can also boast of having worked on Batman, X-Men, Scooby-Doo, and the Smurfs, just to name a few.
Just mentioning the word Smurf or Snork, people right away click, oh, hey, I've seen that, I've seen those. Oh, we did. I told them, oh, we did the late 80s version of the Snorks and the Smurfs. So, oh, really, you worked on that? So, of course, I do feel proud.
It was back in the Philippines in the 80s when Al began clocking up this impressive CV. After finishing architecture school, Al decided to take a year off. His mother didn't like this idea, so she decided to dock his allowance.
She's going to put it down to 10 pesos for a week. So I won't last the pesos for a week. And then so I went out looking for a job. And it's a good thing. A friend of mine is working in animation, and she mentioned that they were looking for artists. And she said that, would you like to try? Okay, I did. I tried. And thank God they liked my work. And that was in '83. So since then, I haven't left the business ever since.
Al didn't leave the business, but he did leave the Philippines. In the 1990s, Al moved to New Zealand to help our animation industry get its feet off the ground.
A friend of mine even offered me to do work here in New Zealand. He told me that he needed some animators or experienced animators to come here to New Zealand because he wants me to train some new Kiwi animators. I was happy to do it.
Al wasn't the only Filipino recruited to help kickstart New Zealand's animation industry.
In the late 80s, the New Zealand animation industry was growing and expanding pretty rapidly. There was one or two people trying to train up a whole group of young animators. So we looked to the Philippines that had a great depth in their industry, brought in a number of animators in from over there, and they were helping to train young New Zealand animators and build the industry here.
The animation industry in New Zealand during that time was, it was already good. It just needs a little bit more honing. So I just helped out a little bit with some of the new animators, but they had already the talent there. They've got already the potentials. I just maybe gave them also, added some of my own knowledge to their what they already know.
Apart from training new Kiwi animators, Al also worked on several New Zealand-made animations, including Stains Down Drains in 2006.
I was one of the key animators on Stains Down Drains. Yeah, we did more of the extreme poses, especially if the character is in a dialogue like, yo, doing different kinds of expressions. It was cool. I mean, I love the show. I mean, because the characters are so malleable, so you can do whatever you want with them. You can, if let's say the character is screaming, you go, you can even stretch the whole face.
25 years on, Al doesn't see too many differences between this animation and the ones he worked on in the 80s.
I saw the progression, it's like the evolution from 2D animation to 3D animation. A lot of animation in the old days all been hand-drawn, and now we've got the computer. Of course, we've got in the computer era softwares, animation softwares and things like that. But still, everything still boils down to the basic principles of animation.
Al still enjoys teaching budding young animators those traditional 2D principles. He tutored at South Seas Animation School between 2007 and 2008, and now runs a Saturday animation course.
When I'm teaching, it's like, imagine a guy as a host of a talk show. You just don't tell them what they want to know. You also want to see if they react to what you're telling them. We'll start with you, dear. Okay. I want you to do annoyed. If I see that they've understood what I've taught them, not just by telling me, but by showing it to me, by drawing or animating it, I know that I've done a good job.
Al was an awesome tutor. All the animations he'd done made, when he brought it into our exercises, it helped us, like draw in all these different styles, and it really helped us.
Al hopes to take his teaching and animation career further.
One of my dreams, yes, is to maybe open my own school, and also because I want to share my knowledge with new budding animators like that, and also aside from that, also dream of having my own studio or doing my own show. Asking you to do.
With experienced animators like Al willing to share their knowledge and experience, the future of animation is looking colourful.
Oh, so beautiful. There's only one monster. We're not beaten yet.